Goro, come here. Hey guys, had to take Goro to the vet. He has some swelling on his muzzle, and I didn't know what was going on with him. All that it ended up being was he ate a bully stick, which they're very tough, and it irritated the inside of his mouth there. Here, Goro. Here, Goro. But other than that, he's doing good. I got a couple of medications I have to give him. He's got dry skin. These breeds are known to have allergies to things. He never did in his life until about a year ago. He started getting allergies to things, and I've got a couple different medications that's going to clear things up for him. It's going to really help. And here, Goro, I got a treat. Here, Goro, treat. Give him a treat here. Get him up here. See around his eyes how it's light, very light color around his eyes. That's from just allergies. So I'm here at Red Star Vet. The Red Star. I highly recommend this vet. They just opened up not long ago, and if I can get this bag open, I'll give Goro a treat. But this Red Star Vet just opened up, and I highly recommend it. The people were great in there. And Goro weighs 111 pounds. He's actually lost weight, and as of right now in there on the scale, he weighs 111. But you can see this right here. It looks way worse than what it ended up being. I thought, man, what's going on with this guy? Is he going to be okay? What's going to happen here? All it is he irritated the inside of it when he was eating a treat, a bully stick, and it caused a swelling. So here, Goro. Here, one treat. Here, boy. Here. So you can see him right there. But they told me with what they gave him, they said he'll look like a new dog. They told me he'll look like he did some years ago once he gets going on the steroids and things, that he'll be good, and an antibiotic that he has, the swelling will go down, and that's all I have to do for him. So Red Star Vet, it's over here in East Canton. I highly recommend them. But yeah, so there's Goro. Haven't had him on video for a long time. He does like to get in a ride. The people here were great with him. This guy, he just has that look. Like, he looks the part. He looks like a mean dog, but in all actuality, he's a big baby. Now, he's very protective of the house, but here, Goro. He's very protective of the house, okay? But I can put him in with a whole group of kids, and I've done it before. I've got videos on YouTube with 1 million views of this guy down at the park with women taking babies and putting them down on him like that, and him with a puppy down at the park, and other people were bringing up all their dogs to him and letting him meet the dogs. And but when you take a dog like this into the vet, you always wonder how they're going to react, because these dogs are that's the way they look. They look ferocious. They look like they're just going to tear something apart, and when in fact it's not always the case. You don't want to judge, just like anything, you don't want to judge the dog just by its looks. You want to see how the dog acts. I've had little Chihuahuas bite me on the ankle, and I've had big guys like him that were the most loving dogs you'd ever want to see. So you don't always ever judge a book by its cover when it comes to stuff like this. Each dog you have to judge individually. With the ears cut, I didn't cut the ears. People always ask me on my YouTube videos where I have millions of views on him, why'd you cut the ears? And you're an idiot for doing that and all this stuff. Well, I didn't cut the ears. The ears were cut when he was brought to me, but the cut ears give that look too, give the more mean look. Now, guys like him, they're big dogs. They tend to be very good with children. The stereotype of them really is not what they are. If you ever around one of these guys, where I used to live, I had a fence out front. I'd let the dogs in, and there was a little kid. There was a kid that was so little that he would be outside. The neighbors just let him wander around just with a diaper on, just a little toddler. And I'd look out the window, and this kid would be sticking his hand through the chain link fence, petting Goro, and Goro's tail would be going 1,000,000 miles a minute And Goro would be licking, I'd see Goro's head going like this, licking that little kid's little hand like this, as hard as he could. And never ever, I mean, and I wasn't out there, the parents, I don't know where the parents were. The parents were across the street somewhere, they weren't outside, but I told them when they moved in with the kid, one day they were outside, and I said, hey, I said, I just want to let you know, I said, you probably see my dogs over here. I said, I just want to let you know that my dog won't hurt a kid. My dog don't like sometimes adult males, but he loves women and he loves children. I said, my dog won't hurt a kid. So they just let their kid come down and pet it whenever he wanted, which was fine. But I'm like kind of surprised that people would do that, even though I told them that the dog wouldn't hurt the kid. But yeah, he used to go down there and put his hand through the fence and pet Goro, and Goro loved it. And then he kind of got bored of it after a while. He would just, just stop coming down and petting him. But he's always been a good dog. Never had him snap at anyone. Like when I used to walk him at night, he was very protective at night, very leery of people he's seen on the street after dark. Very good in that way, but never ever was aggressive when there wasn't cause to be, But yeah, love my boy. Come here, Goro. Come here, Goro. Here, Goro. I just can't wait to see him get better. I know he's feeling rough right now. I know he's in a lot of pain. But yeah, they loved him at the vet. I was hoping, and it was mainly females that were dealing with him. He likes women better than he does guys. Like when you're out in public and stuff. And one thing too that's real big with these guys is if you show fear. Like if you show fear, right away he picks up on that. Like if somebody, like I see it all the time. Like when these women at the vet step to him, I told them before they stepped to him, I said, I've never had him snap at anyone. I said he likes women more than men, and they just came up to him, was like, hey, how you doing? Touching his face and everything. Didn't even blink an eye at him, Here, boy. But yeah, he's a good guy. And they told me they'll get him looking. They told me that with this medication they gave me, that he'll get back to looking, like he did previously. And his coat, his skin won't be dry. And he'll get back to looking like he did before. What's up, big guy? What's up, big guy? You like this car ride, Goro? You like this car ride? Hey. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later.